Hi guys, it's Kay. Today I'm going to show you how to make a sweet treat, sweet potato praline muffins. What we're going to be doing is using some sweet potato from a can and baking that with some spices, and I'm going to show you how to make a praline sauce. The praline's pretty much like brown sugar and stuff like that and other spices with pecans in it. Really good recipe. You're going to love it. So get the ingredients and let's get started. Alright guys, so let's get started. We are going to start with a half a cup of butter. In a large bowl, a half of a cup of brown sugar, now a half a cup of regular white sugar or granulated sugar. Okay. Now it's time for the eggs. Now we're going to beat in the eggs one at a time. Okay, guys? One at a time. So let's start stirring with this first egg and then add the second egg. Now the second egg. And just beat it, beat it, beat it, beat it. All you got to do is beat it. Alright, time to add in the milk. So let's do that. A half a cup of milk. Now a half of a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And I have a can here of sweet potato casserole, so I'm going to add that can of sweet potato in here. If you want to use real sweet potatoes, then use just one large sweet potato. Okay, guys? Now mix all those ingredients together. Okay, so this is what we have so far. Now it's time to work with the dry ingredients. So in a separate bowl, start the dry ingredients. First, we start with 2 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, a half a teaspoon of salt. Okay, let's add the ginger, a teaspoon of ginger, and add a teaspoon of cinnamon. Also, we're going to add a half a teaspoon of nutmeg. Oh my gosh. Oh, I had to smell it first before I put it in there. I love the smell of nutmeg. And now, we add a half a teaspoon, this is the last dry ingredient, of ground cloves. So there we are. Now we are going to combine the wet ingredients with the dry ingredients. So let's start doing that. Do it slowly at a time. Okay. And stir a little bit. And just keep adding while you're stirring. So you got it all. Alright, so I have a muffin pan here, and I have little baking cups inside of them. So, before I get started on pouring it, I just wanted to show you what this sweet potato mixture should look like. Here's an idea, okay? Now, I'm going to use a ladle, and you should fill the cups up about halfway. Okay, so all the cups are filled with the mixture. Now I'm going to throw it in the oven for about 18 minutes at 350. All right? All right, so I took them out of the oven, so this is what we have. It actually took longer than 18 minutes, guys, so when you first check your muffins at the 18-minute mark, make sure that you get a toothpick and stick the toothpick in. If you still have like something coming off, like a piece of the muffin coming off onto your stick, then you know it's not done. So stick it back in the oven and cook it for about 10 more minutes, and that's what I did. So the total amount of cooking time was 28 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to sit these aside, and I am going to show you how to make the praline sauce. Alright guys, so now I am at the stove. I have a frying pan here that has the brown sugar and the butter together. Now, we're going to turn on the heat. Just cook this on medium heat until the butter melts and the sugar starts to dissolve a little. Oh, see, the butter's melting already. So it will be like a syrup in no time. So the butter has melted. The brown sugar has melted. It's still not thick yet. It's still pretty thin. So I turned down the heat, and I'm just going to let it cook a little bit till it gets thick. Okay, so now it's time to add the evaporated milk, 12 fluid ounces of evaporated milk, so a whole can. Add that to that, and just, let's turn it, and then just cook it. Wait till it starts bubbling a little bit, and then even once it starts bubbling, it's still not ready. Then you cook it for about 10 more minutes after it starts bubbling, and it should be ready. Okay, guys? Okay, guys, so it's finally done. See that? It's nice and thick. Let me show you really close. See how nice and thick it is? Okay, so now that it's done, I turned down the heat. Actually, I turned off the heat. So now it's time to add the pecans and add a half of a teaspoon of vanilla. Okay? And then just stir. Alright, now see what we got here. See? The pecans, and you can smell the vanilla. It's very strong. But I'm sure it's going to taste very good. Let's see. Nice thick sauce. So, okay, the sauce is done. Now we're going to go back and check on the muffins and put the sauce on top of the muffins. Alright guys, so here's all the muffins. Okay, I started peeling this one a little bit. Look at that. Yum, yum, yum. Okay, so we got the sauce. Let's pour this on top. Like that. Just like that, guys. Now that looks delicious. Smells great too. Alright, so there you have it. Sweet potato praline muffins. Let's get a little closer look, guys. See that? Looks delicious. Now I'm gonna try one. That by far is so good. Just phenomenal. Well, there you have it, guys. So I hope this video was very helpful for you. And as always, if you like the videos and you want to see more and you haven't already, please subscribe. It's free. And if you have any requests or comments, leave them down below, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.